Hi, my name is Given Mologezi, and this is my BPT research about schools in the rural areas. So my idea on how to come up with a solution for the shortage of study materials in schools, I've came up with the idea of electronic teaching, also known as e-teaching. So basically, e-teaching is teaching that is done electronically, so there's no need for study material that is distributed physically. We can distribute the study material via our WhatsApp sites and everything. We can create a group chat and everything like that. So basically, benefits of e-teaching is for learners. The benefits of e-teaching, and it includes learners and teachers and parents also. So now the benefit is the ability to restudy what was studied in class in the comfort of their home. So basically, it's easy for learners most of the time to study when they're always comfortable at home, chilling.
True.
So now I've come up with an idea that this one will help, because now learners these days have cell phones and everything. Most of the kids have it. And now I came up with the idea that they can even do this thing on WhatsApp and everything. So another benefit is encouraging teamwork with teachers, learners, and parents. So basically, every time when we have a challenge in schools and everything, I've learned that with my research, I've learned that most of the time, teachers and parents and learners need to work together to tackle this idea of shortage of study material. Based on my research, most of the schools in the rural areas don't have their own study materials. So now, this can encourage all the learners and teachers to study in groups, as for some of them do not have cell phones, and some of them, their parents do not have cell phones to be on the WhatsApp and everything, so we can do the studying together on that app. And I have the hows and the whys. Basically, studying with the hows is how the electron, or how is this gonna be done? How is this whole thing going to be executed in schools and everything? So basically, with the house, the electronic teaching will be conducted on WhatsApp on each of the learner's parent or learners themselves at home, and the time of the teaching will be convenient to both the parent and the teacher, because most of the time learners parents, they're always at work and everything, and they do not have time for clicking every day. Like, they're like, okay, now we cannot okay, they do not have time to borrow their kids their cell phones, because most of the time they come back around 5 and everything. So now the convenient time for this thing to be done could be like around 6 o'clock and everything. So now teaching might also be on WhatsApp anytime. The study material might also be on WhatsApp anytime. So anytime you need to access the material will be accessed on the group chats and everything. Because the study material will also be posted in PDFs and everything, and only PDFs, and it's easy to access a PDF via WhatsApp. Still on the house, the learners will be able to access all the content they learned in schools that day on WhatsApp. So basically, the teacher will send all the studied content on WhatsApp every day, because of sometimes shortage of books. The learners cannot have books at home because there's shortage of material. I mean, if there's shortage of study material, which means the learners have to use the same book to study, like the whole school, the whole maybe foundation phase, or maybe grade 4. Let me say, for instance, I have to use one book. Let's assume there's 100 learners in the foundation phase, or maybe grade 4 or whatever. So now, if there's 100 learners and there's 25 books, obviously now they have to share their books. And when they share their books, they cannot take their books home, because for some reasons, there's no study material at school. So now it will be easy if the teacher sends the study material via WhatsApp, and send their homeworks via WhatsApp, so the parents can be able to help the learners. And this is encouraging teamwork too, as I said on the benefits. So now we go into the whys. The whys is the use of WhatsApp for e-teaching is convenient to each learner, unlike Microsoft Teams, as the apps uses a lot of data. I mean, apps like Microsoft Teams and all the Microsoft apps on a smartphone, they all use data. They all use a lot of data. So now with WhatsApp, you can only use 250 megabytes for a video call. So which means this is not a lot of data to be used. I mean, Microsoft Teams and everything, all the visual classes and everything on Microsoft can take up to 1 gig of data. And this is somehow, because like we in rural areas, we don't have things like Wi-Fi. It's rare to have Wi-Fi in rural areas. This is a real issue. And so apps like WhatsApp can only take up to 250 megabytes per hour. Imagine that. So now for a video call, and can add more students. So it's better to add more students on a video call. And if like some students do not have the WhatsApp, and they can also share the same phone and study together. This also encourages teamwork. So the disadvantages of this thing is that some of the learners might not have the WhatsApp or smartphones, or parents using those phones that are not smartphones. So this will be easy for them if all the learners create a study group, and when they create a study group, they actually study together, and they actually use one cell phone, the mobile phone, the Android phone, or whatever. It can be an iOS or an Android. It will be easy for them to negotiate, to do teamwork, brainstorming, and everything. This actually, the disadvantage can turn everything into an advantage. So basically, this innovation of the electronic teaching will make the learning more enjoyable, because kids these days love electronics and everything. But now it will be more enjoyable for learners, because now they'll be brainstorming with their friends, and now they'll be sharing ideas. When they share ideas, this thing makes learning more enjoyable, because you get to get more ideas from your friends and everything, different perspective, and you understand. So because like everybody has a different perspective on any topic, so now this will make learning way more enjoyable. In conclusion, e-learning is the future. So now, e-learning being the future, I think kids of tomorrow will be able to use e-learning more conveniently and to their advantage. Because now you can do anything on a flexible timetable. Every time you're at home, when you're in school or when you're at home, even if they pass the topic at school, you can still be on it. Thank you.